hair be getting caught up in my booty hole. I go wash and I'm like, and it's a little fro that comes out in my hand. Hello. In today's video, I'm just going to be talking about my hair loss journey, the timeline of it all, and how 4 years now I've been still experiencing hair loss. It all started back in September of 2020. It was just falling all over my body. I would just run my hand through my hair and I would see just strands coming out. When I'd get up in the mornings, look at my pillow and I'd see like 10 strands of hair on my pillow, and it wasn't normal. After even a week of just that happening, my hair volume was just so much thinner. And back during that time, my hair was actually really long. It was the longest it's ever been. I just want to talk about how I'm feeling right now. My hair looks healthy and it doesn't look thin, thank God. Especially when I just wash it. It looks really good. It looks like I don't even have any thinning or anything. I feel it falling on me throughout the day, on my arms, on my back and everything. And oh, there's a piece right there. It's the longest my hair's been. Just as the years progressed, as I kept shedding hair, I noticed how thin and stringy it was, and it just really made me depressed. So I decided to chop it off. Now let's go through the timeline of my hair loss journey, because there were many different things that were going on. Of course, when something's going on different and that we notice, what do we turn to first? We start Googling things, right? So that's what I did. I started to Google, you know, what causes hair loss. First things that I was running into was just about thyroid issues. One thing that stuck out to me was Telogen Effluvium. I remember reading on Google that it says the event that took place around 3 months prior to when the hair started shedding, anything stressful, whatever it may be, that could push your hair into a resting phase and it could all start falling out. I was now in September, my hair was starting to come out. So we have September, August, July, and June. I remembered June, I was super stressed. I was in this weird situation with a friend. Well, I thought she was a friend, but we were doing this coaching program thing and I had a lot of pressure on me, juggling being a new mom, trying to be coached, and then trying to start my own coaching business, which that's a whole nother video right there. That was just a crazy experience that I really like to share. Time and time goes on and it's not getting better, so I'm still like trying to figure it out. I'm still nursing my daughter. I'm like, you know what, maybe I need to wean my daughter. Maybe that's what's messing with my hormones. Started to wean my daughter off and we stopped breastfeeding. Months and months later, still my hair's coming out. I ended up getting some blood tests done just because I wanted to see if that would show anything. Nothing came up about my blood test, which is, you know, a good thing, but it still led me to think I don't have an answer for all this hair coming out. Come January 4th, 2021, I had gotten my wisdom teeth out. I really messed up and had in and out the day that I got it out. Got them both out, and I ended up getting one of those dry patch things, whatever. It got infected, my face swollen up. Literally a few months after that, my hair started coming out like crazy again, and I knew, okay, it's because I got my wisdom teeth out. That was traumatic. That was a stressful event. So then my mother brought up to my attention, you know, I had the copper IUD in me. After I gave birth, they put that birth control in me. The copper IUD is supposed to be hormonal free, so I was like, yeah, bring it on. I didn't want any hormonal birth control. Started looking into the copper IUD, and it causes hair loss. And I'm just like, what? Oh my gosh, get this thing out of me, you know? I was already struggling with a lot of symptoms from the copper IUD, which I will make a separate video on. So I got my copper IUD removed on September 8th, 2021. My hair still coming out. December 1st of 2021, I tested positive for COVID. It was crazy though, because during COVID, when I had COVID, I remember washing my hair and not even one strand of hair came out. I was like, oh my gosh, my hair's not coming out anymore. I was so happy. Then I experienced COVID hair loss, which was probably, I mean, it was just really bad because it went from me really not losing much to tons and tons and tons coming out, and my hairline looked super thin. And during this entire journey, I did and still do have new hair coming out. And if this makes anyone feel any better, there's something that I found. A doctor had said that anytime a hair comes out, that's a new hair pushing it out. So at least your hair is recovering and there's new growth. I have tons of my little baby hairs all over the place. In December of 2022, I got the flu. A few months after the flu, I started losing my hair again. So more was coming out, I noticed in the shower. So that's why I had decided to cut my hair again. I found out December 28th that I had a hemorrhagic cyst in my left ovary. It was super painful, super crazy. That'll be another video too, my experience with, I got a wedgie. My experience with my cyst, because those are really common. You always get wedgies. Finding out that I had a cyst was the biggest wake-up call for me. So scary because I had these crazy pains. I thought I was pregnant. I was late on my period. I'm looking up all these symptoms and it all goes to cervical cancer, ovarian cancer. I just started tripping out. I had to go to the ER because it was really, really painful. And then I found out I had the cyst. So all they did was prescribe me pain pills, of course, and tell me, you know, oh, it'll go away on its own. And so I'm like, well, how does this happen anyway? You know, how do women get cysts? Well, we get cysts every time we ovulate. So that's why they probably want to put you on birth control so they stop you from ovulating. But I don't believe in that. I don't want to be on no birth control. I was just looking into cysts, how they develop, and I started to realize everything affects our hormones, our endocrine system. Everything disrupts it. Everything from drinking out of a plastic water bottle, xenoestrogens, those are extra chemically made estrogens that go into the body. They disrupt the hormone balance because it's too much estrogen. That's why soy products are extremely bad for everyone. The pesticides, all the chemicals, the perfumes that we're putting on disrupt our hormonal system. And guess what else does? Something that I was super addicted to every day, every morning. It was the first thing I do is make me a nice hot cup of coffee. Yes, coffee, caffeine, especially for women, it affects women worse. February 28th, I just had an ultrasound and they said my cyst was gone. So I healed my cyst. Whatever I did helped. So I'll make another separate video on how I healed my cyst. So all those situations happened and now we're here in this present moment still dealing with hair loss. I'm still trying to figure out what could be causing my hair to come out. I really do believe it could be hormonal imbalance. I have many new hairs coming in. That's why I kept cutting my hair short, because I even had hairs like this long. So I kind of wanted everything to get even. Today I'll show you the blob that came out when I showered. My hair isn't coming out as bad as it did when I had COVID. It just mainly comes out in the shower. I noticed it, and when I'm combing my hair. My conclusion is that I have chronic telogen effluvium, and it's any little thing could trigger me and it just starts it up again. It's really thin, and honestly it's filled in a lot more. It's not at all sparse how it was when I was doing this before. You could just see all of my scalp. Hey guys, so I just wanted to show you how thin my hair is. Like anywhere you part it, it's like fucking bald. It's devastating to have chunks of hair coming out. It really gives you anxiety and you get depressed. And nobody really understands, only the ones who are going through it. So even like your own partner or your family, they might just think you're crazy, just always talking about, oh my gosh, look at more hairs coming out. It just was a constant reminder, no matter if I wanted to feel better or I just try to get my mind off of it, I was always being reminded of the hair that was coming out. That's all about my hair loss journey. It feels a little weird talking about it now because I've been dealing with it for so long. I kind of got over that really ugly part of myself that felt really depressed about it. I just accepted it now, and I'm just doing what I can to make myself feel better, like cutting my hair, and shouldn't be dyeing it, but I do that still. Yeah, let me know down below about your hair loss experience. I'd love to hear from you, especially if you're struggling with it. Let me know if it's lasted for years now, if you fully recovered. We're all here together in this human experience. I just hope you feel a little bit more comforted knowing that you're not alone dealing with this, because it does suck, but life is still good. Life is still beautiful. Thanks for being here. I wish you so much luck on your journey. Bye. Peace.